Minerality is one of the latest buzzwords when we're using in tasting notes to describe something that we're absolutely sure we can taste. I use the word myself, but it's not something where they've been able to totally correlate the taste to a valid analysis. So it's absolutely sure that vines do take up trace minerals from the soil. I mean, that's how you get calcium, potassium, sodium, all sorts of things into the wine. And it's equally absolutely sure that if you grow grapes on a calcareous soil, for example, it's going to tend to show rather more finesse and elegance than it is if you grow the same grapes on a locally similar soil but much more heavily clay. So there is certainly a huge and quantifiable difference between where and how grapes are grown and the results in the wine. However, minerality, when one uses the word, relates more to an underlying tightness and concentration of flavour that isn't really down to the fruit, and it's not down to the tannin either. It is down to something which we think tastes like stoniness, but we absolutely cannot analyse it and make it do that. But it gives the wine more structure and a brighter flavour, but it also tends to be present in wines which are going to keep and develop better. So it's a shorthand word for that particular characteristic when you taste it. And it's not necessarily a shorthand word for the particular minerals that happen to be present in the soil at the time. Although when I was young, I remember my first visit to the Mosel Valley, and somebody picked up a piece of slate and said, "Lick that, now taste my Riesling." And you say, "Oh yes, there seems to be a correlation between those two things." And who's to disprove it, except that they really can't quite find the analytical proof. That's minerality.